And Nebraska head man Tim Miles joins us now from our campus studio in Lincoln. Tim, let's start with the win over Northwestern. You hold the Wildcats to 29% shooting. It's actually the 5th consecutive opponent your team has held under 45% from the field. What do you like right now about your team defensively?
Well, Jim Molinari, who's a Hall of Fame coach in the state of Illinois, longtime Division I head coach, had that scouting report, and he did a fabulous job. I mean, he went to the nth detail, and I thought that our guys were prepared for, you know, player tendencies, actions for that Northwestern runs, which they do so well, and I was just really impressed that even when the ball wasn't, you know, we weren't making shots, we didn't have a lot of continuity or rhythm on offense. We weren't sensitive about that. We stayed with the defensive intensity, and we're able to hang around and not let Northwestern get away from us until we finally got hot later in the game. In the last 10 minutes, played really well on offense, too.
Tim, let's go back a month to that brutal 4-game stretch. Michigan State, then you beat Minnesota and have legitimate chances to beat both Creighton and Kansas, despite the fact that the final record in that stretch was 1-3. How much did it build belief among your guys that you could play with anybody?
Well, that was a brutal stretch, and before we'd had like the Big Ten Challenge with Boston College and Central Florida, and there were some tough games in there. But you know, I have completely I've gone to therapy, and I've completely forgot what happened at Michigan State. So that one's fine. And then you know, a good win against Minnesota. It's just Richard's got an excellent group there, and that was a great win for our program. I think that really gave us a shot of confidence. And then we go down, it's a 3-point game at Creighton, and they hit a 3 late in the game to go from 3 to 6, and that one really hurt. And then, you know, Kansas comes, and we build a lead late. We just can't, you know, stretch it out enough. They hit a shot with 20 seconds left or so to essentially win the game, and that was kind of a soul crusher there. But I think it gave our guys, you know, a lot of moxie, a lot of, hey, you know, we can see ourselves other than what others view us. Yeah. So with this group, I think that they galvanized, they really like each other. If you've seen some of the pictures of bench celebrations or some of the video of our bench celebrations, they're real, they're not fabricated, they're not doing it for attention, they're just celebrating each other. And I think that's probably my best way to look at it. I saw Anton Gill hit a 3 and got fouled against Northwestern, and James Palmer and Isaac Copeland were in a race to tackle him, to celebrate with him. And I think those are the moments that I think stick with me that matter the most.
Obviously, you'll need all those guys against Purdue on Saturday, game you can see here on BTN. Now, had that therapist that you mentioned told you that you'd be heading to West Lafayette with a chance to start 3-1 in the Big Ten, against a lineup of Michigan State, Minnesota, Northwestern, and Purdue, your response would have been what from the couch?
Yeah, well, it would be, are my medications right? Are you sure this is the right dosage?
Would have been a good question.
It would have been, yeah. Yeah, you know what? Here's the deal. Matt Painter, he's got a team that dominates in every conceivable category of the game. They outshoot you, they out-rebound you, they defend you better than you, they don't turn the ball over. He's really got to get nitpicky with that group. I think they should take a couple days off, relax, and, you know, old Nebraska, big deal. Big deal. I mean, it's just us. So I would look ahead to who we've got next if I were them. That's what I do if I were Matt Painter.
Now, but you're you. So from the Tim Miles perspective, what makes Purdue so dangerous?
Well, all of the things I just said. I mean, they're just excellent in every category. They've been a dominant team in every category. You know, some people that feel they're as good or better than Michigan State, which after going through what we did there is hard to believe, but I do believe it. They're so, you know, he's got shooting. He's got smart ball handlers. Carson Edwards is a playmaker. You know, last night he played the 2 7-foot-plus guys together. My dog even left the couch and went away to her kennel because she didn't want to deal with that. So they just do so many things well. We're going to have to play our best just to be around, and hopefully we can just be around toward the end of the game, hang around, and make them adjust to us.
You talked about their size, Tim. Most people have only seen Isaac Haas on TV. On TV, he's a colossus. Have you in person ever seen, I know you've seen taller players, have you ever seen anybody as purely big as Isaac Haas?
No. I'm bringing my slingshot.
Yeah.
Let's just. That was the secret weapon, because I don't know where I'm going to aim, high or low, but I'm going to certainly take a good aim. And but Isaac is. You know, I walked with him from the bus to media days, and I said, "So Isaac, you're at Purdue because you're going to be an engineer, I'm guessing." He goes, no, I'm in marketing and sales now, you know, and I can't wait to, you know, he's a dynamic kid too. He's got a good personality, great sense of humor. I can't wait to see whatever he's selling, because I'll buy it. Yeah. I mean, he's a good kid, and he is a physical specimen, but also technically really good in the game. Matt and his group have done a great job with him. And the Harms kid from Amsterdam is really done a great job blocking shots and playing those two guys together. I don't know what you do about it, but considering we get a rebound every 5 or 6 possessions, I'm looking forward to the game.
Always an entertaining chat with Nebraska head coach Tim Miles. Tim, one piece of advice, that Mackey Arena security, they are really tight. So that slingshot, I would recommend finding some way to hide it, make sure that nobody can see it. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to bring it with you inside the locker room.
It was stupid for me to give up the information early.
Well,
but
yeah.
But I'll figure it out. I'm crafty.
You're an honest guy as well. Tim, as always, appreciate the time. Enjoyed the talk.
Thanks for having me on.